But let's get back to Rich and his Dome Alone hoax. That's what I'm calling it, thanks to Andy from Unidentified S4, who created this wonderful graphic, Dome Alone. Apparently, Rich was Dome Alone and needed some material to talk about because he's too lazy to actually do research or to investigate anything or to, come out of his mom's trailer in his backyard. So he hoaxed what I believe, and many people took one look at and believed to be a security dome camera and claimed that it was the best UFO video, or excuse me, best UFO photo ever taken or something like that. We're going to see tonight. So we'll put our fair use banner up. This is a transformative work. We're educating the public and we're critiquing the videos that we are sharing. We're using this video to display in our presentation tonight how ridiculous Rich from Gufon is, how willing he is to lie through his teeth to people. And then when he's caught, he lies more. It's beautiful. So this is transformative work. Lawyer letters are standing by. This is a short film that we are calling Dome Alone here. Here we go, friends.
I found it. Oh my God. I am thrilled. All right. I've always said I have one of the best UFO pictures in history. Want to see it? Ooh, I got to screen save it so I can blow it up. I can't believe I just found it by accident. All right, let me pull this up. I'm going to show you one of the best UFO pictures in history. I took it. It was in Sedona, 2005 with my Fujitsu camera. Now, can you see it? It's right here. It's like a bell-shaped UFO. Now it's going to get closer. And I'm just going to do that. There it is. That is the best. This is a little bit grainy. I can get a clearer version for future, but this looks like old patina metal. But what I noticed is these are like windows or dividers, and this bottom part looks like it extends out. I will get a good version of the picture. I don't know why it's so grainy. I think it's this version. But I have the original, and I tell you, shit, is it cool. It really is.
The next day.
There's 3 other objects that are equidistant to one another, forming a triangle, so they forgot to tell you that. What interests me about this is that they didn't have these cameras back then, in 2005. Okay, they didn't have cameras like this. This does not look like a security camera to me. It's similar, I get it, but it's not. Definitely isn't. First of all, what is it attached to? It must be dangling, I'm wondering, because usually these are put in the corners, hidden away from the public. Why would this be dangling in the sky? Is beyond me. It's just weird. So you mean to tell me I took the most perfect picture and faked, or either cropped, I guess you could say I cropped it. If you saw the original photo, you can see I didn't, but they won't show you that. Yeah, here's the original, I believe. This is part of it. Is this it? Hold on, I got it here. Yeah, it won't let me open it. It's Mini Dome color surveillance camera. This is from 2003. They're very small. Very small. And, they got a white thing, but these weren't, and I've asked now 3 people who have sent me similar stuff, but nothing that matches. I can show you another one here, what the cameras actually did look like that I captured. Yeah, I know. In 2000, and this is back in, that's a camera from 2005. That's what they look like. Sorry, it didn't prove me as a hoaxer, because I didn't. So that takes care of that. I am thrilled. All right, I've always said I have one of the best UFO pictures in history. Want to see it? Ooh.
So there we have it. One of the best UFO pictures ever taken. By the way, that's something called force perspective. And Rich, despite his many claims that us, you know, negative Nellies here saying that that's a security camera, it's not a UFO in the sky. He says, well, we won't show you the original photo. Great. Show us the original photo. Show us the original photo of that in the middle of the sky. He can't and he won't because it is suspended from something, and he purposefully cropped or cut it out when he was taking the picture. Show us the original photo. And by the way, why would aliens from another star system come all the way to Earth and then fly upside down in front of Rich from Gufon and not fly right side up? They're flying upside down. He came out with all kinds of ridiculous explanations for why that was a real UFO and why we were all so wrong. And by the way, his first explanation was that those dome cameras did not exist in 2005. Yes, they did. Those cameras have been around since at least the early 90s. Do you know how I know that? Because I used to install security cameras like that in the early 90s. I think it was around 1992. I would install little cameras like that in local stores as crime was on the rise in Philadelphia. So I knew instantly what that was. So did most people, if you look at it. Show us that in the middle of the sky without the forced perspective that you are using to fake this, Rich. And if you can't, then it's fake. Or if you can't prove it's real and actually flying in the sky, it has no value. You mean to tell me that a big old UFO like that was flying around in the middle of the sky and nobody else took a picture? What date and time was it on? Can we get radar tapes? Do we have any other data points that we can examine to prove you're not lying? Of course we don't. We're just supposed to take his word for it that it's not suspended. And by the way, the truth is the truth. The truth does not keep changing. But in Rich's world, the truth keeps changing. His first truth and defense was those cameras didn't even exist in 2005. People started sending him overwhelming evidence that yes, they did. Yes, they did. And then his explanation changes. Now there's 3 other craft in the picture, but I've examined his video. I've blown it up. You can't see 3 other craft in the middle of the sky. He's bluffing that, I believe, or show us give me the high resolution pictures. And I want to see an upside down flying UFO. There's the Evel Knievel of aliens doing upside down donuts in the sky right in front of Rich. And he takes a picture, but it just so happens to cut off right at the top of the UFO. So we can't see it in the middle of the sky. This is a hoax. This is a hoax. And he could say we don't have proof it's a hoax. Great, Rich. Prove that it's really in the middle of the sky. Release the original photos for photo analysis. I'll pay a photo analyst to look at it. Then we'll get some security experts to look at it and tell us whether they believe that that is a security camera or not. Then what are you going to do? Is the truth going to just keep changing and changing again? But back to the